So failure. Failure has a reputation of being negative, something that brings down your morale, when in reality it's quite the opposite, or at least it should be the opposite. What happens when we fail? We take that loss, we move on to something else because we didn't get to accomplish the thing that we thought we were going to accomplish. But the real reaction should be one of honesty, one of truth, one that you need to acknowledge that yes, you did indeed fail, and that's not a bad thing. It's a learning opportunity to help you fully understand what went wrong and why, so that you can learn from that and move forward. In marketing, you plan your content in advance. You know what needs to be created, when it needs to be created, and the message that needs to be attached to all of that. You strive in telling rich, inspirational stories that'll help promote your business and or product. But when the content you put out fails to generate leads, fails to get the sales, your creation process and your inspiration starts to dwindle. You're left with an empty creative hole in your strategy because it's not what you expected. It's not what you thought that piece of content was going to do. And that's good. You want that to happen. It's gonna sound weird, but you know what? I want you to fail. Here's why. Failing leads to growth and understanding of who you are personally, who you are professionally, and what you represent within your business. I've said this before in a lot of videos, and I'm gonna say it because it reigns true to this topic for today. Failure leads down the road of opportunities. Do you think an author sat down to write a book and nailed that book right away off the first draft? No, that doesn't work that way. They have to go through many different drafts in order to get the resolution, in order to get the conclusion that they're seeking. And the same goes for marketing, video marketing, social media marketing, whatever it may be. You go through many different versions, many different drafts. Now, the thing is with your drafts though, you'll create something, you'll post it, doesn't work, draft 1. You'll make corrections on that, you'll post that. It kind of did okay, not what you expected, draft 2. And do you see how you grow as a content creator, grow as a business, grow as a marketer? Because you are gonna understand exactly what is working, why it's working, and how to continue that formula going forward. But when it does fail, it takes time, but when your content does fail, how do you bounce back? What do you do? And this is normally the case with new businesses. They're used to seeing companies just create, in their minds, one post, one singular post that has thousands of views, all these comments, and it leads down the path to success. But what they don't realize is what led them to that point. It took multiple videos, multiple trial and errors to reach that aspect of success, whatever success means to you. In this case, if it's thousands of views, if it's, it leads to something, then that's success. Let's use another analogy. Let's say you love baseball. You never played it, but you're gonna try. The first time you step up to the plate, you're like, I'm gonna hit a home run. It's not gonna happen because you're not used to the process of batting. You need to understand how to bat. You need to go to the batting cages first in order to hit one over the fence. And guys, consistency is the name of the game. You need to go out, create as much content as you possibly can. Make those thumbnails, create those introduction videos, do market research on your competition. Whatever you need to do, get it done. But never stop. Be consistent. Be that driving force in your market. Be that driving force on YouTube, Instagram, whatever platform you choose to use, dominate it. I mean, you want the feedback of someone saying, man, I have been on Facebook this past week and I have seen your video, your content everywhere. You want to have that feedback, and you can have that feedback. Be consistent. Consistency. And so what if your content performs poorly? Look at your analytics, look at your insights, figure out what went wrong, make the corrections, and then post the next post that you need to do. Because you're gonna figure it out. It's gonna take baby steps, but you need to be consistent. You need to fail. Failure is great. Embrace it. Trial by error is what you're gonna live for a while. Even as more established you get, you're still gonna test the waters. You're always going to fail, which is great. A lot of the big entrepreneurs and businesses all started out at ground zero. They've all failed. There are things that they do now. Let's say there are multiple, let's say Gary Vaynerchuk, right? Amazing. He's killing it. He'll do posts that sometimes don't work. But you know what? That's great. It's the process. You embrace the process, and failure is part of that process. So what I want you to do, guys, is experiment and fail. Repeat it. Experiment and fail. It's how you're going to learn. It's how you're going to grow. You're going to understand the value of what you can do as you're marketing your company, but you gotta fail. And for me personally, I've embraced this a lot. I've done some videos that really haven't performed well. I figured out what went wrong. Okay, maybe it's the thumbnail. I tried a new thumbnail. Maybe it's the way that I'm presenting the content, so I changed the way I'm doing the content. You're evolving. You're always evolving into something bigger and better than what you were before. And that all stems from consistency. So guys, go out, create content, create, fail, repeat. Just do it. There's no way to learn unless you actually put yourself into the shoes, into the mindset of the things that need to get done, and just do it. And guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. And if this video is something that you think would help someone in your business or just any friends or family, please share it with them. That's the point of these videos, is education, is to educate you guys into helping you be the best marketers you possibly can and to understand your business. And guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I truly appreciate it. And remember, go out, create, inspire, repeat, and be consistent.